And before you, there's someone who wants to plant the seed from you. I meditate and I want to commit him unto you, Father, that you give him the wisdom and the power, the glory, and also give him the word that is going to plant in our hearts. So that, Father, as we leave this house, the temple, the ark that was made by your servant Noah, we don't just go the way we came, but we live filled with the Holy Spirit. Father, we ask that you give him the glory and the power to talk unto your people through Jesus Christ our Savior.
Praise God, church. My name is Collins. I'm from St. Peter's Fellowship, and this morning I'm blessed to be in your presence and to share a word with you. I want to thank God for the life that He has given all of us. It's not by our might that we are in this place, but it's God's doing. Praise God. So today I want to look at something, a topic that says God starts at impossible. When everything seems to be coming at a standstill in your life, that is when God rises up. When you feel like things are impossible in your family, maybe in your education, that is when God rises up. When we get to this place where we feel we are on a dead end, our careers are not working, our marriages are not working, your education is not picking up, I want to tell you that is when God comes up, because He is a God who is an impossible God. Praise Jesus. Why am I doing this topic today? There was a time I finished school and I needed to do higher studies. So I applied a school in Eldoret and I was waiting now to join. Of course, when you're waiting to join, you having to look for school fees and all that. So it's 1 week remaining. I'm supposed to be in school on Saturday, it's Monday, but still there was no school fees. Praise God. So that week we had mission here in church, and I was among the missioners walking down there. I've forgotten the fellowship. So when we are walking, we are praying for people, but to me I'm praying for my needs, because I need to go to school. We went to this house of one of the founder members of Ebenezer. I've forgotten the name, an old lady. She stays down there she stays in town. Praise God. So we are in that house. We go there. Her prayer request was she needs her children to be in school because they are at home because of school fees. She's also sick. She needs healing. So when we are starting to pray, but I sit back and look at my situation myself. I need to go to school, but I'm not in school because of school fees and all those things. So I'm praying for people to get what I want to get, but I don't have. So people started to pray, but I sat down and I told God, no, may you use me this day. As I'm praying for these people, may you also intervene in my situations. So when we are done praying and all that, we are waking up now to get out of the house. Immediately I reached the door, I received a phone call from one of my aunts. He had sent me a start pack of going to school and it had finished the whole semester. Praise God. When I was coming to a point of giving up, when I was coming to a point of there is nothing that will work, I will not go to school, because at that situation it seemed like it was impossible to me. That is when God rises up. Praise God. Most of us this morning are at an impossible situation. Most of us are trying to work out something in this life, but it is not picking. But it's not that all of us are in an impossible situation. Some of us are also in a possible situation. We are going to see how those people who are in possible situations have to bless those others who are at an impossible situation. I want us to go to the book of 2 Kings, chapter 7, from verse 3 to 4. 2 Kings, chapter 7, from verse 3 to 4. It is a story about the 4 leprotic men. 2 Kings chapter 3, verse 4. And there were 4 leprous men at the entering of the gate, and they said to one another, why sit here until we die? If we say we will enter into the city, there is famine in the city, and we shall starve to death. And if we sit here, we shall also die, because there is no food. Now let us go to the Syrians' camp the worst they could do is kill us, but maybe they will spare our lives. Praise God. So this, just a briefing about this verse. It's about 4 men who found themselves in an impossible situation. Not only are they sick, not only are they leprosy, but they are starving too. Their home lies in the city and outside the city, but they cannot go in the city because they are leprosy and they cannot mix with other people freely. So they have isolated themselves and seated at the entering of the gate. Praise God. But outside the city, there are soldiers who have taken the city under siege, waiting for anybody to come out of the city and get caught and get killed outside there. Imagine yourself at that situation. You have been sick. You've prayed for healing, but it is not coming. You need to go to school. You've been looking for these school fees, but you're not getting. Now you're at a point where these 4 leprous men have reached. Now you just sit there and say, whatever may happen, let it happen. Praise God. I want to tell you this morning that God has the destinies of our lives in His hands. We cannot dictate how every situation we are going through will end, but it's rather we lift them unto God, who is our Savior, because He knows how each and every circumstance will come to pass. Praise God. You have tried to make things work for yourself, but it's not working. Now what do you do? Let us see what these people do. We are going on in 2 Kings chapter 7 from verse 5. And they rose up in the twilight to go unto the camp of the Syrians. And when they reached, they were shocked to find there was no man there. The Lord had made the host of Syrians to hear a noise of chariots and a noise of horses, even the noise of great hosts that made them thought the king of Israelites had hired external forces to come and attack them. Praise God. So God made a heavenly soundtrack. Remember I said there were enemies outside the city, and these people are starving, but there's food outside and they cannot go out there because they will get cold. But you see how God works. He made a soundtrack, a heavenly soundtrack. The soldiers who were outside ran away and evacuated those camps, leaving everything there. There was food, there was clothing, the chariots and all those things. Praise God. When you are just about to give up, when you are just about to say, whatever may happen, let it happen, because you've tried and you've not made it, that is when God comes out. Praise God. We see that these people had already given up. They spoke to each other and said, the best we can do is go out there. And the worst they could do to us is either they will kill us. So they were going to those camps expecting to be killed. That is when you are at a point you have lost hope. But I want to tell you this morning that when you just lost hope, that is when God comes out and does something new that you will never understand, because it's the only God, our Creator, and it's the only person who has the destiny of our lives in His hands. Praise God. You might be facing an impossible situation. You're struggling in your life. Your marriage is at a mess. Your business is a failure. I want to tell you today that don't lose hope. Because in all those impossible situations you're going through, I want to tell you that we are serving an impossible God. Praise God. You have been struggling. You want to make ends meet, but they're not meeting. Look at what God did to these 4 leprous men. He just saved them from nowhere. They had no idea of what was happening in the background of their circumstances. Praise God. And sometimes I tend to tell myself that in the background of our struggles, God is always working something silently, and He will deliver when you least expect it. Praise Jesus. God made you to be victorious and not to be a victim. So whatever thing that it is you're going through right now, God knows how it will end. God will dictate how it will end. Praise God. So I want us to be hopeful this morning that in anything we're going through, we are serving a possible God. We are serving a God who will create a way when we feel that there is no way for us. We are serving a God who will heal us. We are serving a God who will provide for us. We are serving for a God who is in the Most High, looking at us from above, knowing what we want in this life, knowing what we are going through in this life, and knowing how He will make that situation change, whether in you, your family, your friends, or anything. Praise God. So now these people have got their blessings, and I want us to see how they will use these blessings. Praise God. When I started, I say we have two categories of people. There are people who are at an impossible situation. Things are not working to time. And there are those people who are at a possible situation. Things might not be working that good, but you are somewhere you cannot complain. You are somewhere when you are satisfied. Praise God. I want us to look at 2 Kings chapter 7. We do verses 8 and 9. 2 Kings chapter 7, verses 8 and 9. When now these 4 men reached the edge of the camp, they went into a tent, ate and drank what was there, grabbed the silver, gold, and clothing they found. They did so to all the tents. But as they are continuing to eat, I think one of them got some sense, and he asked, "Why are we doing this? We should not be doing this. We have all these blessings for us, and we are eating this food, we are hiding some things underground." And remember, they had left people back in the city, starving, because they are still thinking the soldiers are waiting outside for them to be killed. Praise God. You might be at this point where you are blessed, but you have forgotten where you came from. You have forgotten how it started before you reached that blessing point. Praise God. Maybe God wants you to hold someone's hand. Maybe God wants you just to give a word of encouragement to that person who feels he is at an impossible situation. Praise Jesus. But what do we do as Christians? Do we ever look back when we wake up in the morning? Do we ever even try to speak to our neighbors and see how they slept? Or we just come in the morning to church on Sunday, praise our God, and go home? How many of us talk to our people and know how they are going through? Anybody? That is what we should be doing. There are many things to be done in church. It is a family. When we gather here, you have friends, you have neighbors you seated. At least say hi. Know what he or she is going through. Praise God. Let us not assume that everything is okay. You might be blessed in one way or the other. I'm not blessed, but I want to be where you are. Praise God. And I don't know why these 4 lepers were seated, just 4 of them. I want us to take it this way. Most of us, when we are in a problem, we tend to be looking for those people who are in the same problem that we are in. Isn't that true? You are a student, you are in school, you know you always have a problem of school fees. So you find your company are just those people who are always chased away of school. Praise God. I don't know why it always happens that way. I've never understood why. But I want to tell you this. When you are somewhere, you feel like you're lacking something. Don't look for the company of the people you are in the same category with. But look at someone where you want to be. Look at the place where you want to go. Look at the place where you feel you might be helped and your blessings are there. Praise God. I want us to stand up as we finish. I want us to be up on our feet. God has been with you throughout the entire week. Maybe you had a circumstance. Maybe you are at a point where you cannot do anything. You're facing a problem, but other problems are chipping in. Look at these 4 leprous men. Not only are they leprosy, but they are starving too. Not only are they starving, but there is no food. When they go out, they will get killed. That is a reflection of what we are going through. It's like problems. When they come, they call their relatives, cousins, and brothers. So you find you have a full family of problems, and you just one person. This morning I want us to say no. This morning I want us to refuse. This morning I want us to look on God. There is no place in the Bible where we are told that those 4 lepers turned out to God, but God just worked out things for them. Maybe things would have been different if they could have prayed. Maybe things would have been different if they could call upon God. But what did they do? They were just sitting there. So they are not heroes. They are just enjoying God's favors the way most of us are enjoying. I want us to take this time. You are at a possible situation. There is someone who is at an impossible situation. Do not pray for yourself. If you are at a possible situation, pray for that person who is at an impossible situation to reach where you are. And if you are at an impossible situation, pray for that person who is at a possible situation to continue rising up so that he continues helping you. Praise God. As I say, there are many things to be done in church. We must link up to church to speak about other people. We must link up to church to see how other people are dressed. We must link up to church to say, where you saw so and so last night. That thing must change this morning. Come to church. Get hold of your neighbor. Talk to him. Give him or her a listen here. Because God has blessed us to bless those who are in need of these blessings. He is a wonderful God. He is a faithful God. He will not let you continue going through those impossible situations. But there is a turning point. Where your blessing aligns, pahali baraka zako ziko, maybe that's where the soldiers are. You cannot reach those blessings. But through prayers, we can make those soldiers evacuate so that we get to the place of our blessing. I just want us to lift our voices and tell God that is everything in our lives. I just want us to utter words and speak to Him this morning, because He's everything in your life, He's everything in your family, He's everything in your education, He's everything in each and every situation that you are right now. He's just waiting for you to speak up. He's just waiting for you to stand up. He's just waiting for you to come out of your comfort zone. He's waiting for you to come out of from that gate where you are seated with people with the same problem. He's waiting for you to rise up. He's waiting for you to speak to him. He will change something in your life this morning. If you just believe in him. Lord, we thank you for everything. We thank you for where we are right now. We thank you because you have already blessed us. We are praying for those who also need such blessings, Almighty God. Let your will be done, Almighty Jesus. Do not let us reach at a point where there is nothing we can do. Do not let us reach at that point where we have nowhere else to go. We believe that in the background of our circumstances, you are doing something new, and you will deliver when we least expect, Lord Jesus. We entrust our whole lives to you. We entrust our families to you. We entrust even this church to you, Lord. That in everything we want to achieve, Lord, as a family, may you intervene. That in everything we want to achieve, Lord, as a church, Jesus, may you intervene. You are a faithful God, you are a merciful God. You are a wonderful Savior, a wonderful Counselor. You are the God who heals. Some of us are going through sicknesses. We have tried hospitals, but we are stuck. Some of us are going through hell in this life, Lord. We have tried to look at every possible direction, but we have not seen any way opening for us. This morning, Lord, I pray that you make a way where there seems to be no way. Because you're the only God, our Creator. And you, the Father to the fatherless. In the name of the Father, of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit, we do pray and believe. Amen.
Praise God. I hope you've gotten something. That's a team that we need to nurture tomorrow. They will be the servants of God. The message has been that these people had leprosy, they were sick people. And 2, they didn't have anything to eat. And 3, they said we should surrender ourselves to those people. And then God did his mercy and provided. But thereafter, also they realized that they were sinners. And one of them said that what we are doing is not the right thing. So what you are doing as a servant of God, ask yourself, are you doing the right thing? When you come before God, are you able to surrender yourself? Surrender your life to God. Are you doing the right thing in the eyes of the Lord? That is up to you. Ask yourself. Asante sana kijana. God bless you so much. Let's get a hymn for our offering.